Okay, hello everyone. I'm gonna try this for the second time because, yeah, we had some, we had some problems the first time doing this. So today we're doing Deathnote ships. Okay. Why are we doing it? Because reasons. Maybe it's something that should exist. Anyway. I'm not going to do much of an intro, so let's just get into it. Yeah, I mean, I watched Deathnote like many years ago now. I've seen it like 3 times, roundabout, and so I don't remember everything about it, but I think I remember it just enough to actually make a objectively true tier list. Okay, Mikami and Light. To be honest, I don't really remember Mikami that much. I do like a little bit of reading about him. Mikami and Light is not something that I can imagine happening, so it goes into the why does it exist here. Light and Takada. Takada is another one that's just like not a very memorable character. So yeah, I don't see it happening. So this is Mellow and Matt. Yeah, this okay, so I can see them being friends with benefits, but if we're ranking this in terms of like intensity, should be endgame, but I see them more as friends and benefits. Okay. So Mellow and Chocolate, or just Mellow by himself. I think it's Mellow and Chocolate. I think that's long term. It's a very long term relationship that they have. Light and his Deathnote is endgame. That's what the anime is about. Him and his little book thing. Okay. Misa and Mikami, yeah. They don't really interact much in the anime. I'm not sure why people are even shipping them. I don't see it happening, and there's not much synergy. Light and L is endgame. Yeah, it's the anime is basically a yaoi, but disguised as a story, maybe. I don't know. Ren, right? It's basically her Shinigami, Misa's Shinigami. They don't really have a relationship. I think they're just friends, to be honest. Misa and Mellow, they don't interact. I don't remember one scene of them interacting. Doesn't exist. Ryuk and his Apple, long-term relationship. Mellow and Nia, right? Again, it's like another one that I don't really see happening. I think this is like more wish fulfillment sort of thing. Not even friends with benefits. Not even just friends. Just friends is pushing it, to be honest. I think just for the sake of like optimism, okay. Just put it friends. Lights and Mellow, yeah. I don't see this dynamic happening. I think this is another one that's quite wish fulfillment. But in some weird universe where the timeline is like completely different, it could be a fling, you know. The thing is, it's just like, you know, you have like a yin and yang sort of thing in most relationships. This is like yin and yin, or like yang and yang, you know, like it's two dark forces together. It's just like it's not something that will work, I don't think. So this is like all three of them together, Nia and Mellow and Matt. They're just friends, to be honest. So Elle and Misa, I can imagine one date. Yeah, it doesn't have to be complicated. I think there could be something there. But, you know, Light is just like cucking Elle. I mean, he's not cucking him, but like, you know, he's the main attraction. Misa and Matsuda. Okay, so, I mean, this is interesting because, you know, Matsuda is more like a submissive, like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say it like beta energy, to be honest. And I can see Misa being attracted to him if Lights and Elle were out of the picture, and they were it was just them. So he's like third, third in the row. So I can see it being a thing. You know, it's not too bad. Yeah, but yeah, I think the dynamic would be interesting. It's not a typical pairing. I think something can be said about it. So this is Matsuda and another girl. I can't remember. I don't know who she is. I can't remember, to be honest. So why does it exist? Whatever. Light and Misa. So this is the main one already. Okay, so I mean, if we're judging it based on like, I mean, it doesn't exist. It doesn't last long term. It's a tragic story. So, I mean, he was manipulating her. So, okay, but like, if we're just kind of like, totally ignoring the Deathnote story and just basing it on like the vibes of the characters, if the story didn't exist and just like randomly met, I can totally imagine Misa and Light being in a abusive long-term relationship actually for like many years, and it's probably not ending very well. This one is, why does it exist? I don't see it happening. They're both like, I mean, Ryuk is like comic support, comic relief character, kind of, you can say, like half and half. And the other one is like, yeah, I want to say it's like a furry, you know, like furries do ships and stuff. They have like weird combinations, and it's like one of those, like, I just don't see it happening. It's yeah, it's the gang, all three of them. Yeah, where would I put them? Yeah, they're not just friends. They're friends with benefits, for sure. They're definitely friends with benefits. Like, these guys are just friends, but these are friends with benefits. Nothing more needs to be said. Light and Mits. Yeah, this is giving very top and bottom energy, you know, alpha and beta sort of thing. I mean, if they were a gay couple, if this was a slightly different story, then I can see this being a fling. Light is the DL, down low, whatever they call this. Yeah, could happen. And last one is L and his cake. Yeah, honestly, another endgame, to be honest. That's a classic pairing. Yeah. So I hope this was helpful for you. Like I said, this was my second time recording this video. Honestly, I prefer the way I put it here, to be honest. I think it's like more realistic. Yeah, I don't have anything more to say. Okay, bye.